So, Comic-Con.
Yes, Comic-Con.
How was it, first off?
It's good. Comic-Con New York is, I think, a great chance for people to see some of the big games and some of the big entertainment that's coming out in the near term. It's sort of the last consumer show of the year, really, after, Penny Arcade Expos and Comic-Con in San Diego. So it was a great chance for everyone to just sort of, play through some games and experience some cool new content.
So was there a favorite booth you got to see there?
I mean, I think the favorite thing for me are the costumes, just to see some of the amazing outfits that people put together, and the creativity of a lot of the fans and the cosplay is what I think is really like the best part of that show is just the fandom and how people express it at Comic-Con.
Okay, so I'm assuming you've played Halo 4.
I have played Halo 4. You are correct.
And is there anything extremely noticeable that you've seen change from Reach over to 4?
Sure. Halo 4, you've probably seen it or may have played it previously. I think that the most interesting thing about Halo 4 is that it comes from a new developer, so it's not from Bungie. And, Bungie had done Halos 1 through 3, ODST, then Reach, and kind of handed over the reins to a brand new studio. So this is not like, Gearbox made Halo 4. It's an entirely new studio, 343 Industries, made up of a bunch of great developers from around the industry, but it's the first time they've worked together. So I think there was naturally a lot of skepticism when they started making the game. But so far I've been really impressed with what I've played so far. I haven't played through the entire game yet, but everything that I've played looks phenomenal. I love what they're doing with the lighting. And the thing actually I'm most excited about is what they're doing with multiplayer. Especially with this Spartan Ops mode. Have you heard of that?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so that's what I think is really cool, that they're finally doing episodic content in a game, which is something, man, I've been talking to people about for probably a decade, and no one's really been able to successfully do it week after week with new story-based content. And, I love multiplayer. I love, experience points, and we'll talk about double XP and what that is in a second. But the idea that they've got episodic story content coming out every week as a bridge between sort of this game and the next game, I think it's just kind of exciting to see where it's going to go. And much like a TV series where I got to tune in every Sunday night to watch Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, now I'm going to have to turn on my Xbox every week to play this new story content.
Yeah, definitely. So you mentioned that Mountain Dew and Doritos will be doing the double XP.
Yep.
So do you think it is a good thing that food companies have started doing these things where they allow you to eat their product and go to the next level with their game, or is that something you'd frown upon?
Well, I look at it from a macro level in that, for a long time, movies have always had all these promotional partners tied to their releases, and I think games haven't. And, one of the things that I've always believed in is that games need to become even more mainstream. I mean, guys like you and I play them, but still, the mass acceptance of how big gaming is not fully appreciated. And one conduit to sort of reach that level of sort of attention is by brand partnerships. And Mountain Dew has, had a long kind of standing partnership with the game industry, stemming back to, I think Halo 3 was the first thing back in 2007, where they had, a big partnership with Microsoft around that. And what I love about this partnership and why I'm excited about it is that they're really adding value to the equation in that gamers actually get value out of this. So it's not just a logo slapped on a bottle. It really is a meaningful partnership where if you buy Mountain Dew or you buy Doritos, you actually get a code, which then you go to the website like DoXP or DoritosXP.com. You enter that code and link it to your gamer tag, and you actually get experience in the game, which is, has a limit to it, and it's not like you're invincible in the game. It gives you that little sort of first boost in the game, and it's cool. I mean, you unlock some new armor, you get to do some different things because you have that experience. So I think, when brands partner with gaming, it's great. I don't think it should be frowned upon. I mean, I don't think there's anything negative about it really, beyond the fact that it's helping, grow the business, expose these games and these brands to a wider audience. And then, gamers that actually, purchase the product get value. They get content out of it, which I think is, it's a win for the gamer too.
Yeah, definitely. So coming from that, I then have to ask, if you were to be stranded on an island and you could pick between eating only Doritos or drinking only Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
what would you pick?
I think you got to have the liquid, right? You got to have the to survive.
Well,
You got to be.
Assuming you'd survive otherwise.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. I mean, I'd probably go with Mountain Dew. But I don't know. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think I would go with the liquid because you got to stay hydrated. You're on that island. You're gonna be hot. Gonna need to have something to cool you off. So I'd probably go with Mountain Dew. But then if I got the munchies, then I'd go right onto the Doritos.
Yeah. So with Comic-Con, I'm assuming you've been to both, San Diego and New York?
Yeah, I definitely have. Yeah.
Do you prefer one of them over the other?
I mean, I think San Diego I prefer just because I've been there more times, and the scale of it is insane. In some ways, that's the thing is San Diego Comic-Con is getting so big now, like 100,000 plus people, that it's almost painful sometimes to walk around because there's just so much going on. But it's amazing, like the celebrities they have there, the excitement, the parties. So I have a special place in my heart for San Diego because I've been going there for so many years back when it wasn't as big as it was. But yeah, New York I think is, some people would argue it's at a better size because there's, easier to get around. There's easier to get access to things. But yeah, San Diego definitely is probably still my preferred con.
Okay. I guess that's it.
Okay, cool. Well, good chatting with you, Austin. Good questions.
Yes, thank you for taking the time to do this.
Totally, man. We will see you soon, I hope.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Have a good day.